Hello everyone, Kira Dragon Tamer here, and welcome back to my Let's Play on Legend of Mana. Now, we are actually going to do another mission here at home. So, none of the kids. Now, if you come over here to the workshop, guess who's here? I built a Golem laboratory right here. I'm sure golems you make here won't go violent on violent killing sprees. Let me give you a tour. Walk this way. Oh sure, do we have to waddle do we have to waddle as we walk like you do?
Welcome to the Golem Laboratory. I've got everything I needed for my own laboratory. Let's heat it up. Impressive, huh? But there's still something missing. Those are light balls and logic blocks. And I won't just give you. I'm gonna test it to see if you're that ready to. Skid. I'll be using problem quoted from my book, Basic Golemology.
Read it? Well, the honest answer would be, what is that? Of course you don't know. I haven't published it yet. A while back, a traveling merchant came and begged me to publish it. He made me buy an old pen and some writing paper for a ridiculous amount. So I decided to put my thoughts on paper. But the merchant never came back for the manuscript. He tricked me. But I always carry it because it's the fruit of my labor. Well, here it is, so read up. When you're finished, I'll come back and we'll start the test. Now, there's 10 things to the golems, actually. Composition. Question, what is the necessary component? A completed body and logic blocks. Is the answer, C. The body of the golem determines its power level, and the logic blocks provides the action patterns of weapons the weapons it equips. Power level? Wait! What does the scouter say about its power level? It's over 9,000! I couldn't resist that one. Alright, Golem's body. Question. Let's see, what makes up the Golem's body? Answer, at least one weapon or piece of armor. A Golem's body is made up of combining life balls with one weapon and up to 3 pieces of armor. The performance and characteristic parameters reflect those of the materials. Logic blocks. What makes up a logic block? 2 pieces of equipment. Choose 2 pieces of equipment from your list of armor, weapons, or instruments. Each block provides a certain action pattern for a golem. Logic grid. What determines the size of the logic grid? The number of armor pieces used for the golem's body. The larger the grid, the more logic blocks it can hold for a wider variety of golem actions. Golem actions. What determines a logic block's type? The combination of its components. Try different equipment combinations to create blocks you want for desired action patterns for your golem. Logic block types. What determines a logic block's shape? The combination of its components. All logic blocks have one of 11 shapes, and each block's effectiveness derives from the component's parameters. Attack types. What determines a golem's attack mode? Attack mode? Don't tell me that is a blank obvious Yu-Gi-Oh reference! God! Oh man. The type of weapon used for golem's bodies. Some blocks cannot be assigned to a golem if the block's attack type differs from the golem's attack type. Okay, so the block's attack type and the golem's attack type have to sync up. So, spear for spear, or something like that. Attack and defense level. What determines the golem's attack and defense level? The characteristics of the weapon and armor used. Golem parameters, such as HP, attack and defense, and elemental levels, are determined by the components used to make its body. This does not include logic grid size and rate of malfunction. Malfunction rate. How is the malfunction rate determined? The number of armor pieces used as components. The higher percentage shown on the menu screen, the more frequently Golem fails to deliver an attack. If one action fails, actions connected by wedge marks also fail to deliver. And the last one, choices of action. How does a Golem decide which action to take? By referring to its action gauge and calculating the distance to the enemy. Logic Grid has two axes. One is the action gauge, the other is the distance between the Golem and the enemy. Very technical stuff for this game, actually. Are you ready to begin the test? Well, we're as ready as we can be, jokes and all. Fine. Now for the test. Question. A really basic problem. What do you need to activate the Golem? How simple, a body and a block. That's right. Question. A basic problem. What do you need to build a Golem body? Weapons and armor? That's right. Question. Logic blocks are made from weapons, armor, and what else? Musical instruments. That's right. Not bad at all. Here is one life ball. Question. What determines the size of the logic grid, the brains of the Golem? Well, obviously it's the number of armor pieces. That's right. Question. What determines the type of logic block? Composition components. That's right. Not bad at all. Here's another light bulb. Question. What does the combination of prime components used to make a Golem determine? The combination of prime components used... Logic block chip. Okay, for a second I was wavering there. Question. What determines the Golem's attack type? Weapons type. Not bad at all. Here is the last life ball. Life balls are globular crystals of pale mana needed for making Golems. You can't make a Golem body without one, and you can't activate the Golem without a logic block. Let's get done with the test. Question. The Golem's attack power is determined by what of the weapons used as materials. But what determines the defense power? The number of armor. That's right. Question. What determines the malfunction rate? Amount of armor used. Vertical axis on the block board represents the attack gauge. So what does the horizontal axis represent? Distance to the enemy. That's right. Oh my, you've passed. I present you with a logic block jar. You can make logic blocks by putting weapons, armor, and instruments inside. You can't activate Golems without logic blocks, so use this jar well. I'll give you this. Basic homology. I'll leave my research to you. Fine. Now I'll explain to actually make a Golem here. When making a body, talk to one of the 3 pedestals. Talk to the jar to make a logic block. Also, talk to the jar to organize or throw away your logic blocks. I will retire from Golemology, so I want you to continue my research. I've had enough of it, and it takes a lot of cash. Fine. To create and activate a Golem, you need to save some money. To make a body, you'll need at least 1 weapon and 3 pieces of armor. You need 16 weapon armored instruments to make 6 blocks. Preparing the materials takes a lot of time. I wish you luck in continuing my research in golemology. Try hard. I'll see that making golems is a lot of fun. Boom. I'm going home. But I'll help you get started. I want you to have this. And I'm getting into bronze, furnace and iron, bronze steel. Fine. Good luck in your research. We're over time, people, but that's an easy fix. And this ends the episode. This is Kirjong Tamer signing out, and have a wonderful day.